Hey, Brett here. I was looking up ankle stretches and I found some great ones from Yoga Body. So tonight I'm going to be practicing three, for me, new stretches. I'll show you them quickly and then I'm going to go through and do them for about 2 or maybe 3 minutes each because I want to learn how to do them. So tonight's a learn new learn new stretches. So first one, you come up against the wall, forearms. The back leg is pointing straight forward. I want to get all my weight into my heel. The front leg is not being used, so nothing on the front leg. And you want to push into the wall. I'm going to tuck my hips and get the weight into the heel. Now I'm going to have to point my foot further back than that, but that's the first one. It's asymmetrical, so that's two sides. Second one is on the floor, and I'm going to get my foot. And this is also asymmetrical. Hello, Chesh. Thank you. I need, yes, that's good. Now you go over there. Good. I'm going to get my foot about maybe 4 fingers from the wall. I'm going to get on my back leg, 90 degrees, sort of like in Warrior, and I'm going to put my knee against the wall and then put all my weight into my heel. That's number two. And that's also asymmetrical. And then number three requires a prop. I've got this band. What I'll do is I'm going to put it around one ankle. Front leg pointed forward, back leg 90 degrees, like in a warrior type pose, 90 degrees. I'm going to push this. I want to get a nice pull. The band is helping to get the front heel sort of down and dug in. And then I want my knee going over my big toe and weight in the front heel. So that is the third pose. So I'll be experimenting with those and seeing if I can figure out how to get the stretch. I'm not going to try to do them for more than say 2 minutes each because I think they're until I get used to them and I know how to do them. It's going to be pretty good, difficult. So anyway, that's what I'm on to tonight. See you later. All right. Hmm, okay, that doesn't feel stable. Maybe this. I hate to do it, but fine. I don't want this one or that one. It's this one. All right. Let's see. There we go. Alexa, 2 minute timer. Mhm. Too much. Alexa, stop. All right. Ooh, yeah, that's so. This is more stretching, at least for me. I got a little bit in the calf, but this was more hitting I forget the name of the muscle in here, but there's a muscle for the heel, and wow, tingly. That's good. I like that. That is really good. All right, side two. Alexa, 2-minute timer. Ooh, that wasn't lovely. Oh, interesting. Alexa, stop. Ooh, man, I didn't want to say anything because I was in a good groove there. The arch of my right foot often cramps, and I can bet you that after doing this one for a while, that might be remedied. That's, ooh, yeah, 2 minutes. I have to work my way up. I will work my way up to 5 minutes and on all of these stretches, but 2 minutes for now. Oh, yikes. All right. Now I'm going to start left leg first here just because I'll be forward rather than not facing you. Okay, so again, I'm going to put my front leg, toes forward, about 4 fingers from the wall, closer or narrower depending on how it feels. Ultimately, I'm going to be pushing my knee to the wall for support, but I want to put all my weight into my heel. I'm going to take my back leg. I'm going to put it up into a warrior style foot there at 90 degrees. And then I'm going to put my weight down on my heel. Alexa, 2-minute timer. There we go. That's too much actually, so I'll hold up. Now I don't want my leg to fall in. Out's okay-ish. But I'm going to try to do neither. Mhm. Alexa, stop. Yeah. Mm. Okay. Like the first one better, but that's okay. It's going to take a while. Though I'll tell you what, it's really good at opening up my hip. So, bonus. Okay. Once again, front foot. This time, right foot. I'm going to start a little more than 4 fingers away from the wall since I needed that last time. I'm going to assume this side's about as flexible, though it might not be. And then back leg up at 90 degrees, knee into the wall. And I'll hold it like this for right now. And I don't want to put too much pressure on the wall and the heel. All right, well, this is going to be a little more hip on this side. Alexa, 2-minute timer. Oh boy, this is not the stretch I think it is, but I still really liked it. Mm-mm. Alexa, stop. Is good on that side. Have to work on that. Or it could just be that my right ankle is more flexible. Okay, now last one. And say what? My hips are getting a pretty good stretch from that back leg. And this might do the same thing. All right. Let's see. I'm going to do this. Now, Mr. Chesh, I will not hit you. You are fine. Can we work with this? Okay, good. All right, this last one. I'm going to put a strap around the ankle of my front foot, which will be pointing forward. My legs are kind of weak. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's going to be troublesome. Yeah, really, my balance is gone, and I just lost the time. All right. There we go. All right, front foot. Point forward. Bring it back so you can see it. Back foot's going to be at 90 degrees, and I want to get a bit of a stretch in there. And then I want my knee to go just over my toe. And then a little more stretch than that. Alexa, 2-minute timer. I miscalculated my a wall in front of me. Hmm. This is exhausting on my thigh. I'm going to turn into a strengthening pose before it turns into a stretch for me. I come up a little bit. Yeah. Okay, well, this is what it's like when you start a new pose and your body adjusts. The more you push it, the more your body adjusts. So be here in about, I don't know, 2 weeks. We'll see how I'm doing on that. So I'm going to keep doing this sequence probably tomorrow, every few days, but got to rest because right now, the way I'm doing this, the way it feels, I'm definitely getting some strengthening going on. Once I build the stamina here and I'm able to hold, then I'll be able to go deeper and then get more dorsiflexion in my ankle. And dorsiflexion is where your toes come closer to your shin. Plantar flexion was pointing. Alexa, stop. And dorsiflexion is big for squatting. Okay, more hip stuff. I'm not working on the hips. I mean, I don't mind working on the hips. My hips are tight. But yeah, okay, well, I'm gonna be a little more safe this time since I've got yes. There we go. More safe, safer. All right, front leg pointed forward. Nice stretch to get that front heel in. Okay, 90 degrees. There's 90 degrees. Oof. Okay, gotta be careful on this. Alexa, 2-minute timer. Alexa, stop. Yikes. Away from the Kister Kitty. Don't want to hit you with the band. Hey, you. Okay, are we done or are we going to do a little bit more? That is- Plantar flexion. I'm pointing my toes. This is plantar flexion. Alexa, volume up. Ooh, Alexa, volume 1.5. Now I'm going back, but my bum is actually touching the ground. I'm going to take it slow because this is sometimes where my right arch, in fact, is starting to feel like it's going to cramp. So I'm going to come out of this. I don't want my foot to cramp right there. And for a lot of people, the cramps go away. I don't know that mine is, but I think that other stretch might help. Pretty certain it will. Yeah, but I'm going to respect that. I'm not going to go any further back. How's my foot feeling now? Let's see. It's better, but I don't want to go any further back. Hello. Think I'm gonna come out of this. Oof. I don't know how long I've done that, but that was a good. Oh yeah. I'm gonna let my shins recover for a second here. Blood flow has returned. Man, that wasn't that long. I don't think. I don't know. That was intense. I'll eventually stop stretching. I just sort of feel like a little bit more. All right, I'm going to do a counter pose to that pose. This is not it. Extended my spine nicely there. Okay, counter pose is arrow pose. I will actually do a little bit of 45-degree reverse to show you what this looks like. Not that anyone's watching, Josh. It's just you and me, kiddo. Yeah, that's right. Okay. All right, here we go. So, pinch my shoulders, pushing my breastbone up and looking up. I think this is arrow pose, but this is a good counter to what I just did. Not planning on holding this for minutes, though. Okay, there we go. That's a nice amount of stretching for the tonight. I'm going to work on those ankle poses a couple more times, and then I'll incorporate them into the posterior chain. Good night.